Hi, it's Travis White with the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. Did you know that you can tell what an argument is about just by knowing the tense of the verbs? It's a rhetorical technique taught by the Greeks, and it can help you become a more persuasive communicator. According to the Greeks, there were only three tenses that you had to keep track of: past tense, present tense, future tense. Past tense, if an argument is in the past tense, it's about blame. It's about finding the culprit, finding the guilty party, laying blame, figuring out who did what to whom. The next time you watch your favorite detective show on TV, pay attention to the dialogue. Chances are almost all the dialogue will be in past tense. That's because we're trying to figure out who did what to whom. Find the guilty party in the past tense. It's a lot of fun on detective shows, but if your objective is to persuade somebody to do something, it's not an effective technique. So then we move to the present tense. The present tense is about values and arguments about values. Let me give you an example. On the one hand, somebody might say, the Macintosh is better than the PC. On the other hand, the person might say, no, the PC is better than the Macintosh. The Macintosh can do this. The PC can do that. The Macintosh can do something better. PC can do something even more better. All right? Is this a productive conversation? Is this a productive argument? Probably not, because it's about values. It can be engaging, it can be fun, it can be stimulating, but it's unlikely that we're going to change people's values because values are very deeply held. People don't change them very frequently. So it's something that we often refer to as a religious argument. So again, if your objective is to persuade people to do something, arguing in the present tense, arguing about values, is not very productive because values don't change very quickly. So we move to the future tense. Future tense is all about choices and actions. We're trying to change people's minds rather than changing people's values. And I think you'll agree, changing people's minds is easier than changing their more deeply held values. Let me give you an example here. We'll use Michelle Schoof, our multi-talented marketing director for the healthcare segment. And let's say Michelle brings to me a new marketing campaign, and she says, look at this new campaign. Isn't it great? I think it's wonderful. I say, I don't like it so much. I don't think it's so good. Michelle says, well, I think it's great. I think it's awful. I think it's brilliant. I think it's stupid. Is this a productive argument? Probably not. Who's going to win this argument? Well, frankly, I am, because I outrank Michelle. And that's not a good way to decide an argument, just based on rank and political authority. So how can Michelle be more persuasive? She can move to the future tense. Let's replay this. Michelle brings the marketing campaign. She says, look at this. Isn't this great? I look at it. I don't like it so much. I don't think it's so good. Michelle says, okay, well, let's talk about how we make it better. So she concedes the point that our values are different and shifts the focus to the future tense, shifts the conversation to the future tense. She's going to be much more productive there because now she's trying to persuade me to change my mind or to select specific actions rather than change my fundamental value system. So if you want to be more persuasive, the tip of the week is get to the future tense as quickly as possible. So let's summarize here. Past tense, it's about blame. Don't go there. Present tense, it's about values. Can be stimulating, can be fun, can be exciting, can also be never-ending. Future tense is about choices and actions. If you want to be more persuasive, get to the future tense as quickly as possible. By the way, this tip comes from a book called Thank You for Arguing by Jay Heinrichs. If you're interested in becoming a persuasive communicator, it's a very good place to start. So that's the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. Thanks very much. See you again next week.